Hi you guys, Silvana here. Today we're going to do a comparison of a Roth IRA and an IUL, a compound interest IUL. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is compare what they have in common, that there's the same for both of them. So look at this chart here. So they both have after-tax contributions. That means we're paying the taxes on the seed versus the harvest, okay? The other thing they have in common is that they're both, the Roth IRA and the IUL, are growing tax-free. Also, both have access to the basis. And the other one that is important to some people is that none of them have required minimum distributions. Okay, now let's compare the difference between these two so you can learn a little bit and see what's more beneficial to you. Okay, let's go on the Roth, okay? Number one, a Roth IRA has market exposure. We are experiencing right now a lot of losses, 30%. Back in 2008 with the housing market, there was almost a 50% loss on the Standard & Poor's, right? So how do you feel about losing 50% of your portfolio? Number two, Roth IRA. Your contributions are limited, okay? If you're below 50 years of age, you can only contribute $500 a month or $6,000 annually. And now if you're 50 and over, you have a catch-up contribution of $7,000. Number three, your principal is exposed to the market losses. The principal is not protected. So if the market goes down, the principal will go down with the market. Number four, annual income limits. So if you're single and make 122 or married making 193, you cannot contribute. You cannot get one of those, okay? And the other thing that is one of the biggest ones for people that want to take advantage is that a Roth IRA has a penalty if you take money before you're 59 and a half. There will be a 10% penalty applied to the money that you take out, with a few exceptions that are buying a home, medical expenses, or educational expenses, okay? Typically, there are not multiple options here, okay? Now, let's compare that to a compound interest IUL. Now, before we said that the Roth has market exposure, an IUL has market protection, exactly the opposite. They guarantee you a 0%. Some companies offer a floor, so the lowest that you can make is 0. Some will offer 2%. So again, if there is a 49% drop in the stock market, the minimum that you get is 0%, which means you kind of just made the 49 that other people just lost by not losing any of it, okay? The other thing, there's no contribution limits. You can fund it as much as you can. It has to be suitable for you though. The other thing is that your principal is always protected, okay? The other super important thing, okay, you have favorable access to the cash value. So you can be your own banker. You can take loans while still participating on the gains of the index, okay, that is indirectly gaining from the stock market, okay? And the other thing, it is tax-free survivor benefit, which is a huge thing. So please go ahead, DM me. I will be more than happy to structure an IUL for your needs.